way back in January of 1969.
Yeah, it has been a long time, but this team, this organization finally found the right formula and got them back, competing for a championship. A world title, as we like to say here in the United States. I don't think they'll make any guarantees on this one, but they will compete.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago, but this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback, who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first down, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and along with it that. And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to be incomplete.
When you get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Berrios. Oh, able to avoid him. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. White looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now White. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will add to their 1st quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not set to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here comes Berrios. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
And they're almost pushing to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. C.J. Mosley, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips.
Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jets are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And some room to run now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line.
And now it's blocked. And the Jets have got him. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule
and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'll run with Hall. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, it's White. He's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 36, White. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll be a gain of 5, 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side. That's Brown. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Hall to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's White.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the 1st down marker. Just tuck it and run for the 1st down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Give to Hall running right.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Knight. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
his 2nd touchdown this Super Bowl.
And the Jets are starting to pour it on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Sirline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Hurts to throw.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their game to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is taken around the 12. There he goes, right side. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. But it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our short lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at the 33. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A give running right is Hall.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
90 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things
and good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Now he'll escape to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.